are back. We are back. We are coming to you not live, but recording from Sugar Land, Texas. We wanted to do something outside of our usual place. But welcome back to Advice for the Newly Married. And we know newly married can be those in their 20s or late teens, all the way to those in their 60s and 70s. So welcome to the newly married. And are we ready for the hot topics?
Here we go.
It's shaking up.
Woo!
It's shaking up. Here we go. And
reach in.
Okay. This is a little nerve-wracking because we do not know
what we're going to come up with.
We don't know. Okay, so here we go. From your responses, one of the topics. The importance of date night, taking time to connect weekly. The importance of date night, taking time to connect weekly. And assuming, simply put, they're talking about the importance of it, how on a scale of priorities that this is really, I guess, how important. You know it's important. How important is this idea for newly marrieds of date night? What do you say?
This is really interesting that's the question. We just came from date night. We just came from date night.
But how important is it? How is it important to newly married to have regularly scheduled times where you just have fun together? How important?
It's funny because when we first met, it was very, very important to you and not with me. I had to get on board with the plan. From before we dated to dating to getting married until afterwards, you have always felt, I want to go out with you every week. And
Absolutely.
And unless we were sick or like disaster, even when our kids were little, we went out every week. Because for you wanted me by myself. You wanted to find out how I was doing. You wanted us to just have our us time. That's always been very, very important to you. It is to me now, but it wasn't always.
It wasn't back then, you say.
It wasn't always.
Yeah, look, I know that the idea of that committed regular time together just to enjoy each other's company, doing things that are light, that are fun, does not have to be expensive, at least weekly. Even from training as a couples therapist, it is, look, we just say date night, we say fun night. They actually call that in that realm of couples counseling a ritual of connection. There's a lot of rituals of connection that give your marriage meaning, that give you the emotional closeness that you need, because it's something that is two people both intentionally agree on. Not one is not pulling the other.
Right.
It's something that's regular, so you can look forward to it. So it's predictable. And because of that, it's the thing that builds an emotional bond. No matter what stress is going on in your marriage, you know that this is our time to keep it fresh, whether it be kids or this or the bills or that. There's always that time where you two just have some fun. Do something light. My only input, I would say, is it's important. Please understand that it should be details. My advice. It should be at least 2 to 3 hours. Okay. And if you see a movie, the 2 hours of the movie don't count. The hours before,
and the
hours after, and
part of the day.
And if you want to have a great date night, keep your electronic, well, my phone is there, but keep your electronic distractions to a minimum, if not off. That steals from the date night.
And also, I remember we were doing date night and still not feeling close. And I remember we talked about it. It was because we spent the entire day talking about everybody else except us. So I remember when we said, it was so hard in the beginning, but we said we were only going to talk about us, not the kids, not the job, unless it related to how you were feeling about something. But we made the time. Let's talk about us. And that was in the beginning. It was so hard not to talk about the kids.
Yep.
But we made it about us.
We made it about us. And look, I want to give you this encouragement. Those of you who are looking, here's the thing. If you are newly married, two big groups, I guess I could say, going on. There's some groups here that are looking at us like, Why are we even discussing this? Like, of course we do that. Of course we're gonna go out. In fact, we have too much fun. We got to cut it back. We got things to do, right? And there's someone looking at this going, well, we don't. We're good already. We we spend all week together.
We're in the same
Next
room.
thing we know,
We're
we
doing
just
things.
we're doing things. We don't really that doesn't think. Here's the catch with that. Right now, it's fine. As your marriage goes along in the years, your life changes, stressors change. I'm talking about, for example, whether you get a job promotion, job change, or you lose a job. Stress comes into your marriage, and the mundane things of everyday living can bring either boredom or anxiety. And slowly but surely, if you're living on automatic in your marriage, you will edit that time out, and you'll find yourself feeling like there's no more fun between us. You'll find yourself feeling it's blah. You'll find yourself feeling envious because it looks like everybody else is having a great time, and you feel, or both of you may feel, or one of you may feel somewhat neglected. The thing that brought you together most likely was you dated each other. You had fun together, whether it was a picnic. I know one client I had said something so cool. During the summer, spring, he would always keep enough things, blankets and the like, for a picnic in the back of his car, just in case spontaneously they could go on a date.
That's awesome.
I thought that was a great idea, by the way. But I just want to implore you. It is a ritual of connection, an essential part of keeping the emotional closeness. It may be easy now. It will not stay that way the longer you're there. So make it on purpose. It makes a huge difference in building a sense of shared meaning together, a sense of connection. Do it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is a weekly date night, just our afternoon or breakfast? What would you give it?
I give it a 10.
A 10.
It really is, because I know I can get really busy.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
I don't set aside a time to like do my hair and put on a pretty dress just for you, it won't happen.
Have a discussion with your spouse about this. When it comes to date nights, are we we do this already. This was a boring. A B, we don't need this. We're good. We don't need, we do life. We're good. Or you kind of see, yeah, I can almost see us kind of going down that route. Where are you in all that? My encouragement, test us. Have your date night schedule. Sit down together and say, when's the best time, when we're rested,
Yes.
no stress,
Yep.
nobody's with us. You get babysitting, say babysitting. You get
Babysitting.
babysitting, and you just do something fun. Walk in the park, eat at home, or go to a show, whatever you want to do, or go to Sugarland downtown. Have your date nights. And until we see each other again,
This has been great.
this has been great.